Hello, welcome back.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Yep.
So welcome to the day 9 of this time CBL.
Yeah, and tonight we'll have games between the GNG
And the
versus
PLEB.
PLEB, and the second game is gonna be OF versus Xeon. So both four teams actually.
Yeah, four teams.
Yeah, they are kind of really good, and also we know the PLEB is a team not coming from the Asia servers.
Yeah.
The team coming from the European servers.
A new team, new face.
Yeah, and also the GNG, they performed pretty well in the early games, and they win NOP and lost to Ecliptos.
Yeah, actually both GNG and PLEB, they have like won one game to NOP and lost one game to Ecliptos. So you can see it's kind of really fair enough.
Yeah.
Like just last day.
Yep.
So
yeah. So the very first game is gonna be on Warford. Yeah, it's a very classic map in Conqueror Split League. And also recently, I believe like you guys have already noticed that we organized the channels on Discord and opened a special session for CBL. Yeah, you can like share your feelings and your support and on our like the CBL.
Yep.
And discussions, and also you can check all of about the CBL information in that channel.
Even some video clips of them. Exciting moment.
Yeah, so now it's kind of pretty clear. Yeah, so guys, welcome to like talking about CBL on our channels and also suggestions. That is kind of the important. Yeah, and we'll be working on that and listening to your suggestion and feedback.
Yep.
And absolutely, your suggestion and feedback are super important to us. And I think that will guide us the way to the right direction, right?
Yeah, and maybe you can have a little chit chat on the DC channel now while we're going through today's CBL.
Yep. Yeah. So about tonight's game. Yeah, just
GNG
like
will be the attacker first.
Yeah.
On Warford against the PLEB. And both two teams, they are like the top two from their own group. Like GNG, the second place in C group, and the PLEB is the top two in D group. So you can see it's quite fair enough.
Yeah. Also a little bit like off topic, because like I know you guys have like want to rate Jessica's work actually, because like you can also rate Jessica's work on our channels and the CBL discussion. You can tell us how you will like rate Jessica's today's work.
Yeah, tell us on Twitch and we will see it. Just call Jessica right away.
Yeah, because like I've already had some like little conversations with Jessica about the microphone and also the video quality with him. I think Jessica now he's working on that. Yeah. So if you can send your suggestion and Jessica can see that, and we will try our best to fix that and to improve that. So that is pretty important because like we want to offer you the best experience when watching our games. That is I think at least.
Yep.
So two teams now are already in the rooms. So
game is about to start.
Game is about to start, and let's jump into the preparation stage to say the lineup of both two teams.
Yeah, you can see both teams from different servers, all kind of like favor the map Warford.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a really balanced map, both as the attacker and the defender.
Yeah. And also I think that like because like this map Warford, so many teams played on this map, so all of them are pretty clear about this map with others' strategies.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a safe choice to pick this map because
Yep.
like you can foresee your enemies' actions and also their plans, and also you will know like what will be risky to do.
Yeah.
So also, I think that's the reason why this map could be picked so many times.
Yeah. So from the unit choice from PLEB side, they are the defender. Unlike a lot of Asian teams, they picked a lot of Asian teams that picked the model. They all chose Iron Reapers as the melee infantry here. One group of Naval guards and one group of gunner. So let's go.
Yeah, and yeah, we saw the comments. We saw you guys cheering for your favorite teams. I think that is good. That is good. And let's bring the energy here. Let's bring the vibe here.
Yep.
And cheer for your favorite teams. I need your support.
Yeah, and actually both GNG and PLEB had a huge fan base.
Yeah.
GNG got most players from Japan, and PLEB have a lot of fans from the English community.
Why the game F7 shows GNG versus Ecliptos? I think that is
the previous days, yeah. And on that day that GNG lost the game to Ecliptos. So sorry for that, guys. We will update it
very
later.
soon, yeah.
Yep. So today is GNG versus PLEB. Okay.
Yeah. The GNG for the very first game attacker, blue side at PLEB. The red side defender for the first game. So now we can see GNG, so many players already around the supply point, trying to climb up to take over the supply point. But seemingly the PLEB, they just don't want to give it up really quick.
Yeah,
so you still assign several players there. And the battering ram is pretty ready to breach the gate of the supply point.
Still, PLEB is not retreating from the supply point, so it's kind of difficult for GNG to climb up over the wall.
Yeah, I think for the supply point, both teams are showing their attitude. Because for defenders, no team actually defended the point. Because I no need to waste the units on that point.
Yeah.
So it's kind of attitude and a kind of a signal you want to send to your enemies that we won't give you easy balls.
Yeah. Now, time to retreat for PLEB.
Yeah, and I think the GNG, they will take over the supply point very soon.
Yep, and also for the defender side, they really take effective moves to destroy those siege towers. Even though they got 4 heroes around 4 or 5 heroes around the point B, they still, managed to destroy the first wave of siege tower.
Yeah, and right the bridge now is about to be destroyed. I think the PLEB are using artillery to destroy the bridge. So yeah, let's say if GNG can cross that bridge to take over the point B as soon as possible.
Yep.
Now GNG, yeah,
below the
3 mortars. It's a kind of actually it's kind of rare to see, or 4 mortars, yeah, to attack the point B. Because for
I'm not sure I understand.
So for most of the teams,
reaction.
Yeah, so most of the teams they are just use their won't give it too much pay too close attention on
to the point B at
yeah.
the very beginning of the game, right?
And then now the siege tower on the left side, on the right side, is already on fire, and let's see if it can make. The bridge is already done. So for the point B, it's totally unavailable to take for now.
Yeah,
so
but building mortars at a rather high wall, you can just aim the artillery on the wall with a better angle.
And now after taking over the supply point, the GNG is still waiting a good chance to push the siege towers and also break down the wall, make a gap here. So for now, it's kind of safe for PLEB. They just need to stick to their point A and set some artillery to destroy the siege towers. And now both sides are still trying their best to initiate the team fight.
Yep. And because PLEB, they're bringing mostly high-tier units, so the initial unit number, between those two teams, are kind of big.
Yeah, PLEB is actually now it's very good for them. Yeah, because they are wasting the enemy's time.
Yep.
Yeah, no need to.
2 rounds of siege towers are already being destroyed.
Yeah, and they're using some long-range units to attack enemies without hurting themselves. It's pretty safe and pretty nice, and the time is now slipping away.
Yeah, and you can see for GNG, they are not they're just trying their best to do some extra damage to the point B. They send a group of gunners over there, and that's kind of rare to see for the attacker, you know.
Yeah. And now the second round of siege tower pushing. Let's see if they can make it. If this round still failed and the time is like less than 4 minutes, I think now the PLEB will just try their best to defend the point A.
Yeah.
The like time is totally good for them.
Yeah, because you know wasting time at defending the walls are quite an easy job. You know, when defending the later points.
Yeah, but actually, they are using the champs to hit the enemies around the point B, but not so many units over there actually.
Yeah.
So I think the champs
Not
just
very effective, right?
Yep. The left side of the siege tower now is being pushed. So very close to the wall. Let's say if GNG they can make it. If they failed again in this round, and the situation will be very bad for them.
They must seek another entrance. Okay, so good news. The wall is kind of being destroyed at this moment. Actual entrance for them to get to the point A and the point C.
Okay, now it seems like the left siege towers has been mounted. Yep, and the time is less 4 minutes. Let's say PLEB, if they just stick to the point A or simply abandon the point A.
Yeah, we still got a lot of units, standing by those walls.
Yeah, I think likely they will try their best to defend the point.
Yeah, because the supply point of GNG is rather far away, so maybe if they can stop them at this wave of attack, they can win this game.
Yep.
Time is actually really not enough for GNG, so come on, guys.
Yeah, GNG establishing the artilleries on the wall.
Wow, that's a lot
so
of
many
ballistas.
ballista. Yeah, that's kind of
there.
crazy. All for killing heroes. I think the strategy is right. Yeah. So the time is not enough.
PLEB is not even scared at it. They just rushed in and retreated from the supply point.
Yep. And but so far it's still good for PLEB. They have wasted so much time. With GNGs. So and also wasted the artilleries actually. Yes, because all of them that retreated from the point A back to the supply point, and the ballista you just can do nothing.
Yeah, and then we got several defenders outside of the city trying to do some extra disturbance to the attacker team.
Yeah, and now the GNG players using the gap, using the sprint, to jump over that gap to the point B.
Yeah.
They are trying to take over the point. It's actually very important for them.
Yeah, and then you can see PLEB, they are quite actually cautious to every step they take. Even though they might, win over that unit fight at the point A, but they just retreat and, just stick to the initial plan. Now they get back to the stairs, ready to stop at the very early of the game.
Yeah, and 7 minutes and 40 seconds for GNG to take over the rest of the points.
Yeah.
So PLEB, and when it came to the knockout stage, we see so many teams. So they will just try their best to defend the stairs, defend the walls.
Yeah.
Not just get back to the supply points and simply defend the point C and the supply point. They will try their best to stop the enemies around the point A, even they lost the point A.
Yeah. Because it just can bring the battlefield, bit fronter to the really important points. But just like Lego said in the last game, that he doesn't really think that it is a really good strategy over there, because your opponent, the attacker, they can attack from really high place and doing some, have a higher view and get more information of all the defenders doing.
So now both teams still didn't initiate any team fights for the second, and another ballista is being established. Maybe for the heroes for the supply point, I believe. And then now 6 minutes left for GNG. Soon it's gonna be a huge team fight around the corner. The model is super ready for that, waiting for the enemies to come on in.
Oh, that units just to make a way out from those units from the defender.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to reach to the left wing of the point C.
Yeah, and we can see from the narrow straight on the left, the GNG using a squad of cavalry try to rush to the point C,
Yep.
but soon noticed by PLEB.
Yep,
Got
but
stopped.
that defender just got to send more reinforcements to the stairs.
Mhm.
So I wonder if there will be more defenders defending the point C.
For now, the team fight actually is good for PLEB because like the
Yeah.
supply point is closer to them, not like for the GNG.
Yeah, and then, for GNG, they just kind of separate their forces.
Mhm.
One go for the point C, one go for the supply point. So you probably will lose both ends.
Yep.
Okay, so lucky for GNG, seems like they will take over the supply point
Mhm.
with this group of cavalry.
And for both sides, still have like 11 heroes alive.
Oh, more defender coming on the way to the
Mhm.
supply point. That pike hero just got eliminated. Okay, more forces from the stairs and the main gates rushing to the supply point. 4 minutes
Oh,
left.
now,
Whether they can make it this time.
All attackers are coming for the supply point.
Or switching direction to the main entrance.
Yeah, but after time is not kind of enough for GNG, so they still can see some a kind of a hesitation
Yep.
From the GNG. They have to make up their mind to pick the point C or the supply point.
Yeah, and then you can see even with high pins PLEB players, they can still make it to the
Mhm.
point C in a really early way.
Yeah. And now the big team fight around the supply point C. And again, the GNG retreating from the point C. And they are going for the supply point, and the
They will
PLEB.
switch direction again.
Yep. And
Yeah,
still
it's
PLEB.
like a really nice fake move over there.
Mm-hmm. And the PLEB assigned several members sticking to the point C.
Defining, yep.
Yeah. And also most of them around the supply point.
Well, because both sides, they have really high mobility,
Mhm.
just to switch from supply point to point C. And at this time, the attacker, they must take a good advantage of the chamber shed they use to block the entrance, connecting the 2 points.
Yeah. So I think for now the game is not about your competition of your game skills. It's a competition for your communication skills.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. It's like so many big moves from GNG, and PLEB they just had a really quick reaction to that.
And you can see heroes and units from both two sides are pretty scattered all over the ground of point C.
Yep. And now only 2 minutes left for GNG.
Yeah.
And
Another cover is charged by the defender.
yeah,
Clear
still
the way and stepping on those more down.
yeah, it's still pretty chaotic here. And if GNG can win this fights over the point C, they will have a great chance to take over the supply of the final base. Actually, they are leading 300 units in the game, and for now, the both sides attackers have 12 heroes alive, and for defenders 9 heroes alive.
Yeah, they took over the supply point one glaive player trying to get back the supply point, but it's just kind of, you know, not necessary.
Yeah.
And you will just send your heroes alive for nothing.
And for PLEB, the job they have to do for them at the moment is just like a hand on the point C. They
Yeah,
will
but
just like win the game.
Yeah, but for PLEB, they are not even stepping back. They even get more closer to the attacker and trying to take over the supply point back.
Yeah, they have the greater chance to win this game. And only 40 seconds left, and let's say if a GNG can make that, they're all around the point C and try to kill the enemies as soon as possible. But the defender PLEB, they just won't give up, and more and more supporters are coming from the back to the point C.
Yeah, more coverage from the defender side.
Yeah, 20 seconds left.
Fill the ground with
It's
their
kind of
units.
too late for GNG to win this game, and the point C is still controlled by PLEB.
Okay, only one alive hero from GNG side, so we can actually congratulate PLEB for winning the first round of this bracket.
Yeah.
And you know, actually both two teams, they have like lost one game in the knockout stage. So if they lose today's game, they will be just stopped and be the top 16.
Yeah.
So let's see the MVP from both sides. The MVP from PLEB is Kicker 6, got 6 kills and 1 death and 9 assists, and killed 135 troops. And you can see the insane number of his modal kills.
Yeah, 34.
Yeah.
It's very impressive.
So let's see the MVP from GNG. It's 神佑雷狮子. It's like a thunder lion, the name. Got 1 kills, 1 death, and 7 assists, and killed 67 troops, including, you know, a lot of high tier coverage and Iron Reapers over there.
Yeah. And
Really nice game by GNG and PLEB.
yeah, it's a really nice game by both two sides. Because like in this game, their game skill were pretty close to each other.
Yep.
Pretty much, yeah. And we can see GNG, they just like had their plan and stick to their plan, and just like after the taking over the supply point. But it's kind of bad for them because like they're kind of hesitated around the point C.
Yeah,
and
point C and the supply point. They
yeah.
just keeps making switch direction and make fake moves. If you got enough time, it is great for you to do that. But for PLEB, they have wasted so many times for the attacker. So maybe for GNG, they needed to, you know, just group up their forces and go for the one point that they want.
And the PLEB in this game, the most impressive part is about their communication skills.
Yeah.
Especially around the point C and the supply point.
Yeah.
Because GNG, they did so many like fake moves, and PLEB they just like played like a real team.
Yeah.
Like
and
a real army actually. Yeah.
And they actually have a few units standing by both 2 points, so making sure that even if the reinforcement can make it in time, they can still hang on for a minute.
Yeah.
So really nice communication and the skills for PLEB.
Yeah, but I'm also kind of curious that why they didn't like defend the point A. Because the time is less than 4 minutes or around the 3 minutes back then. I think they have a greater chance to defend that point because actually the supply point is closer to them, and the point A is totally controlled by them.
Yeah, maybe they just want to take like baby steps. If they, you know, lost the most units and the heroes on the point A, it will take a lot of time for them to get back to the point A in a really, you know, quick time.
Yep. And the next game is still on Warford. And switch sides. PLEB gonna be the attacker, and the GNG will be the defender. And all teams, I mean, like all teams and all players of Conqueror Blade actually, all people are pretty familiar with this map. So we've already seen so many like strategies for this map. So for the GNG, actually the next game is kind of the challenging for them.
Yeah, and I think another good thing for PLEB is that even though they retreat from the point A, they still trying to get back to the point A to do some extra disturbance for the attackers. So they, so GNG couldn't actually set up those artilleries in the right time and doing some extra damage there.
Yeah, I can see from the PLEB, the gameplay, they are pretty experienced team, and they totally get to the point of how to win a game. So even lost the point A, they tried their best to defend the stairs and the walls. It's just for wasting their time. So I think it's good because as we mentioned so many times, defenders is about wasting your enemy's time, and the attacker is not just about conquering the points. It's also about saving your time to finish your plans. So that's kind of the key of the essence of the game, right?
It's just doing calculating whether you needed to sacrifice those units to save some time or prepare for the later plan.
Yeah.
So the game 2.
Yeah, about to start.
Yep.
Let's jump into the preparation stage to see the lineup of the two teams. And this time, PLEB gonna be attacker and GNG the defender.
Okay, GNG is now the red team. So let's see the defender side. They have actually brought 3 group of gunners. That's actually a lot as the defender on Warfort. And for PLEB, you can see they're bringing a lot of cavalry over there. So hopefully they can save more times in pushing forward the 6 towers and make it into the city.
It seems like one player from the PLEB lost the connection.
Yeah, and we can see several audience said that PLEB are even playing with handicap because they are playing with high pings. So it's kind of limiting their ability there, but they can still win in the game. So it's kind of proof of their really personal skills and professional community of the team. Okay, let's hope the player from PLEB side can join the game later.
Okay, now game started. The second game, blue side attacker PLEB, red side defender GNG. And from the minimap, we can say some players from PLEB are going for the supply point, and GNG, just like the PLEB did in the last game, they just didn't abandon the point. Still assigned 4 players around the point.
Well, and you can see, unlike GNG, the attacker in the last round, PLEB players, they just climb up over the wall, even though there are a lot of defender units over there. You just step on those supply points, pushing the defender to retreat back to the point B. It's actually a nice move over there because you cannot just hope that your enemy will retreat by doing nothing.
Yeah, and for sure, PLEB have already taken over the supply point. It's a very good start for PLEB, and the GNG retreated from the supply point and back to the point B, and I believe they are using the artillery to destroy the bridge here, and they just won't give away their point B. And the siege towers now are being pushed forward, and I believe 2 are already down, and the battering ram is going forward, breaking the gates here.
Oh, you
stage
can see
G
PLEB are even testing to
to cross the bridge,
yeah,
right?
cross the bridge. That's actually bold enough.
The
Okay, time
left
to reach it.
side, the siege tower, very close to the wall. And let's see if they can make it or not.
Oh, that's really effective for, you know, the force of pushing
Mhm.
forward the siege tower, also the units on the supply point.
Yeah, and I believe that siege tower will be made very soon. It's already mounted, and now it's good news for PLEB. The 2 more siege towers are coming on the way, and they've already got one entrance to land on the wall. It's very important for them. And 1 musket and 1 pike players are already on the siege towers trying to test the enemies on the walls.
Yep. Yeah, it's actually really remarkable for the attacker to make the siege tower mounted in the first wave of pushing. You've saved quite a lot of time.
Pushing siege tower in the early game is very important. And now PLEB is regrouping their teams, and I believe, but I think that's 1 siege tower is not kind of good enough.
Yeah, because you need more alternatives for your attack.
Yeah,
right?
because like enemies, the defenders will totally get your plan.
Intention,
and,
yeah.
So it's very clear about that. So you're just waiting the time to wait for another siege tower mounted.
Yeah, for GNG, they stopped 1 siege tower at this time.
Mhm.
So let's hope PLEB can make another existing tower mounted called Champs, but missed all its target. So far, GNG has done a great job in defending the point A.
And some players are trying to get inside the city through the siege tower, and with the champs, they are hitting the enemies on the another platform next to the point B. Still not that good, and 1 more siege tower got destroyed, and
Yeah.
the 1 siege tower is still being pushed on the way.
So at this moment, the commander of PLEB maybe need to do some extra and extra moves. Otherwise, the time is just not that enough for them. So they must bait on the siege tower on the right side.
And they still make no progress around the point A. And the dual blades player on the wall try to kill the enemies on the around next to B. So it's kind of risky actually.
Yeah, sometimes the door blades just like assassins. Sometimes they can, as a defender, you can
You
go
want to
outside
do
the
something
city.
for their teammates, yeah. And
Okay.
now 4 minutes left, and
Yeah.
only 1 siege tower here. I think PLEB, they are gonna speed up to waving to the point A.
Yeah, they are ready. Group up beside the siege tower. Both 2 sides are ready for the big fight.
Most defenders have retreated from the point A, but not go so far. They just around the point A. And now the time is the good time is coming. So
PLEB
PLEB
just
is
waving from the main gate, and the GNG had also
Mhm.
spotted it. They just trying to get over to the stairs in time.
So I think very soon PLEB have a very great chance to take over the point A.
Yeah, because it's also hard for GNG to retreat at this moment. They just
Yeah.
totally block the way to the supply point. So it's a really nice move by PLEB to attack from this angle.
Yep, and the PLEB, if they can have a great, like a huge success over the point A, beat all of the enemies here, they have a greater chance to wave into the supply point. Because like the most enemies, defenders around the point A. Both sides using artilleries to shoot each other. And only less than 3 minutes left for PLEB. The time is kind of not that enough.
Oh, okay, so for this round of attack, PLEB, they really need to retreat at this moment. Only 6 alive heroes. And 2.5 minutes left for them to take over the point A. They must rely on their final wave of attack. Otherwise, we will, just jump to the game 3.
Yeah.
Even though the game is really intense. Okay, so for now, PLEB players trying to group up on the right wing of the wall. But for GNG, they're just like, okay, there's no way for you to get inside and to get any closer to our city. So they just really, as a defender, they just really attack in a really active way.
And the attackers now try to wave into the point A. Let's see if they can make it.
Whoa, that group of Iron Reapers totally got stopped when they
Yeah,
are retreating.
less than 1 minute left. But still so many defenders around the point A. The GNG,
Yeah, this could be the final chance for PLEB. They must take over the point A in this wave.
yeah, and we can say the many GNG players already retreated from the point A. Okay, and also, they're just not retreated from the
Yeah,
point
they're
A. They're
trying
coming
to
from the back.
besiege them.
Yeah,
But it's kind of unlikely to beat over the PLEB at this moment.
yeah, the PLEB
Whoa,
is
that's
just
really
like
close. Only 15 seconds to waste. So let's see whether
you're
GNG
pretty
will
close
stop
to.
the capturing from PLEB.
Okay,
That's
now
really close. 4, 3,
two heroes are still alive.
2, 1.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
Come on, the PLEB very close to win the game.
The defender win. So it's 1-1 now. So let's see the MVP from both sides.
So the MVP from PLEB is Kicker Filling. He got 1 kill, no deaths, and 7 assists, and killed 63 troops in the game.
Yeah. And we can see the second player got 4 kills and 5 assists, also amazing KDA.
And the MVP from the GNG is still the same guy, Shen Yu, Lei Shi F, and the Thunder Lion, right?
Yep.
Got no kill, but he got 8 assists and killed 53 troops in the game. And 7 gunners, 14 modals, and that is also pretty good.
Yeah, we will have another view on the map Grassland, the field battle.
Yeah, Grassland. I still remember the last time the Grassland is very dramatic. Yeah, it's like the one team, they took over the supply point, the base of
the final base.
Yeah, the final base. It's the very beginning of the game, and dropped it down the house bar.
Yeah.
And then another team, they just fight back and they win the game.
Yeah, I believe that the upper hand team at the very beginning, they kind of being too aggressive. If they, when they already have the advantage, they can just stick to the points that they have. Unless just like the last game, their final base just got totally captured by the opponent. And you know, the most impressive field battle for me is like GNG versus MGK,
Yeah.
because they are kind of the allies, and both
Mhm.
from the Japanese house.
Mhm.
And in that game, I remember MGK just totally win back,
Mhm.
even though GNG had the upper hand at that time. So hopefully, I hope GNG had learned some lesson from last time and do some extra practice and preparation on the field battle.
Mhm.
So let's see the game.
Yeah, the field battle, like we mentioned many times, the field battle is totally different if you compare to siege battle,
Yep.
and also like it's all about your like the real time gameplay. It's all about how you be reacting to enemies, the gameplays, strategies, and that is super important. Because like on siege battles, in siege battles, you have time to discuss, you have time to
Yeah.
hide. But in field battle, every second counts. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, it's if you just like be a little bit hesitated, and then the enemy just will take that point, and even your final base,
Yeah.
and your health bar will be like dropped
Drop to zero
dropped instantly.
in a really
Yeah.
quick way.
Yeah, so yeah, that's field battle is already it's always like very exciting to watch.
Yeah, and I'm kind of worried about PLEB actually, because you know
Mhm.
they are playing with high pace,
Mhm.
and in the map, in the field battle, it can really, you know, the result can really
Mhm.
determined by the response speed of
Yeah.
the whole team, and also your personal skills.
Yeah.
So just let's see the performance of both two teams.
Yeah, we are still waiting for players to join the room, and now it still will take some time. Yeah, so for today is the ninth day of CBL.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have like watched so many very good games recently. I think every
Yeah.
time the CBL is kind of eye feasting for me. Yes, I can learn a lot of things from
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
very
especially
good.
like we can still learning new strategies and see really new and beautiful things from
Mhm.
those
Mhm.
old maps.
Yeah. So I think like the teams from EU or other like the servers, we are very happy to see that. It's kind of, and because when you when watching the games from the SA or MENA division, you can you can see the gameplays are totally different. So yeah, you can always be very happy about the new things about those things.
Yeah, the unit choice can also be really different. You know, depend on the different strategies.
Mhm. And
Still, like today's teams, they are still fighting the chance to get to the top 8 of the CBL 2022 summer.
Mhm.
So let's see. We will witness who will be the winner of tonight,
Yeah.
and who will just stop their journey in this time CBL and be the top 16 already.
Yeah, the game 3, the last game of this series, and also the game about win or go home. So the game is very important for GNG and the PLEB. And if PLEB wins, they can continue their journey in CBL. And GNG, if they win, they are just like will be, yeah, also the same. Right?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
so let's jump into the preparation stage of the very siege field battle, the upcoming siege battle, field battle,
Yeah.
the
I
grassland.
mean, for all teams, the ultimate goal, is just all the same. Is to win every match you can, and seize every opportunities in the game. So let's see the lineup from both two teams. Yeah, because you know, in the map, grassland, it depends on your the ability to defend the point that you have captured, and also the movability that allow you to move from points to points. So you can see GNG, like all of the players have bringing high tier coverage and also model, and but you can see something different from PLEB side. They have also bringing a lot of high tier coverage, but still more, you know, not that high tier pikemen over there.
Mhm.
Maybe to use those units to charge, brace those cavalries and defend the points with those units with a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
The game is on. Let's see which points they will go for. So for GNG, they go for the point B and the point A over there.
Yeah.
And for PLEB, they also head to the point B and the point A.
Yeah, GNG.
Seems like no one is go for the point C.
Yeah, GNG brought more cavalries at the beginning of the game, so I
Yep.
think their the movement and the speed will be just quicker than the
Yeah.
PLEB.
So they start to capturing the point C, and the first fight initiate around the point A. Okay, all cavalries around the point A.
Not that easy to take that point, and after taking over the point B, PLEB players are coming to the point A. Try to initiate team fights over there.
All cavalries over there, but for the red team, PLEB, they have sent more melee infantries to the point A. Oh, that group of model from PLEB just got so stepped on and charged by those cavalries from GNG.
Yeah, GNG, I think they should keep moving because more cavalries with them. They need to take advantage of the mobility stuff,
Yeah.
keep moving and let the enemy cannot catch you.
Those cavalries are actually not suitable for this kind of chaotic fights.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, they are mostly to use to clear the left enemies on the battlefield. So there's no need to waste so many cavalry numbers at the very early of the game.
Yeah, and we can say the GNG, the number of the units dropped down very quickly. Just like using enemy to fight against some melees, some really tanky units is not a really good idea. And now one GNG player already entered the point B, try to take it, but not that easy. And the dual blades players from PLEB is trying to stop him.
Yeah, but the GNG player just, the PLEB player just got eliminated, and GNG started to capture the point B. It's kind of a good method if both two teams are fight over the point A over there, but no real result actually. So no need to waste so many time. You can send 2 heroes and units to another point.
Yeah.
To steal the point. So you will be have the advantage over there.
And the PLEB is taking the point A. And now the final base of PLEB is already activated, so GNG, they have chance to go for that. And let's say the GNG's the choice if they
No.
will go for the final base.
And one GNG player even trying to steal the point from supply point from PLEB side, but one hero is totally enough to face a sea of units.
Yeah.
So it's kind of difficult for him to escape.
Yeah.
Oh, just got killed.
And the GNG players, many
And
of them.
GNG, and they are now ready to head for the final base.
Yeah,
But
they're
one
heading
door-
to the base.
One door player found out.
And also many
Whoa.
GNG players are heading to the.
Yeah, now 4 heroes and bringing cavalries are head over to the final base, but more reinforcement from the defense side, trying to stop them. Not an easy ball.
And the GNG players kind of hesitate here, and they just want to get back to support their teammates around the point B. I think it's just like it's kind of a good to directly go for the final base.
Yeah, because maybe you will, have a moment to step on the final base when enemy is there, so you have the advantage because their health bar is below 100.
And the two teams are still waiting for the chance. And now the time is 6 minutes and 30 seconds. And the PLEB players trying to take over the point B, but got stopped.
Still, GNG trying to attack to the final base again. But for PLEB players, seems like they are waiting for the opportunity to occupy the point B.
Yeah, I think GNG just should be like more determined to go to the final base.
Yeah, because now they are the only team that unlocked the final base.
Yeah, and if they can distract the enemy's attention from the point B, and they have a greater chance to go for the point A.
Yeah.
And that is also very good enough because like they brought a lot of coverage and they can move in a really quick, in a very very high speed.
Yep.
So that's kind of safe for them. So no need to worry about that.
Fights initiate around the point B again.
And
When PLEB player trying to take over the point B, more reinforcement from GNG just head back.
We have no regrets.
5 minutes to go. Let's see whether PLEB can make a progress.
the chaotic team fights
Yep.
around the point B. And
And
the base, the PLEB left a squad of like one or two squads of Modal there
Yeah.
to defend their base.
No wonder those coverage just hesitated to go for the final base.
Mhm.
And even the PLEB, they have, take over the supply point of GNG side. So they got so many hero kills from GNG. So maybe now they can go for another point. Yeah,
PLEB
good for PLEB.
started taking over the point B. Okay, now GNG players came back for the B. But only one hero, that is way too less and will be killed very soon by so many players. And PLEB, they'll just enjoy their time
Yeah.
to take over the point B. Oh, the GNG players, you just cannot go for the point one by one. You need to work together to push together, and
Yeah.
that will be very will be effective enough to take over a certain point or defend a certain point. And now the PLEB is taking the point B.
Still one GNG door player jump up to the point B, trying to stop the capturing of PLEB. But a lot of heroes from GNG side just got sacrificed for this. Because Grassland is rather a huge map. If GNG they have wasted so many coverage in the early of the game, it's just kind of difficult for them to get to point in time.
And less than 3 minutes left for the game.
Yeah, and you can see PLEB player, they are now gathering up and head for the final base from GNG. And GNG just got pushed back by those pikemen.
The chaotic team fights is still happening right now. And less than 3 minutes, 2 minutes 30 seconds for the game. And around every corner, two teams are fighting, and the PLEB use the Imperial Guards try to push down those modal. And from the side, the GNG use cavalry to charge down the Imperial Guards. And now the PLEB players already inside of the point C, try to take it very close. And the GNG players here stopped him. And so many players from the GNG came to the point C.
Yeah, you know, that is so close.
Yeah, but for PLEB, they are already like taking the lead in the game.
Yeah, if they can hang on there, even the house bar from those two teams are full. If you capture, hold 2 points, when the game ends, you're still winning.
Yeah. Very close game.
砍他！
Okay, team fights happening around the point C over there.
Yeah, the point C is very important for
Yeah,
GNG.
because for PLEB, they are just so determined to capture all 3 points and then start to reduce the health of GNG.
Yeah, I think the game for PLEB, they have a greater chance to win it.
我的人马！
And still around the point B, the GNG players setting artilleries try to nail down the enemies inside of B.
Yeah, if GNG they can take 1 point back, they will
Oh,
be the winner.
oh, come on, now the point C is taken by PLEB. So the chaotic fight is still happening around the point B.
Yeah,
And
if
seems like
GNG can take over the point B,
okay, now
they'll be winning the game.
every fight is so important.
Yep.
The PLEB is the one-on-one duel, man. And around the point B, no one can control the point.
Oh, come on. Seems like there is no time for GNG to take over the point B in time. Time is just not enough. So
Yeah.
we can actually congrats PLEB for winning today's game
Yeah.
and got the chance to be promoted to the top 8. So congrats, PLEB.
Yeah, PLEB win the
With
game
the
at
MVP.
2-0.
Wow, both two teams had the amazing score over there.
Yeah, so the MVP from the PLEB is a kicker Belsi. He killed like 2 heroes and got 5 assists and died once in the game and killed 98 troops, and also including the 27 modal and 9 winter hussars and so many cavalries. And the GNG, they brought so many cavalries in the game. So yeah, the Belsi killed so many cavalries. It's a very huge contribution to his team.
Yep.
So MVP from another side, from the GNG,
Yeah, GNG also did quite
is
a good job.
sorry, like
Like Japanese word
yeah.
again.
so very actually anyway, he played very well in the
Yeah.
game. 3 kills, 6 assists, and 60 troops killed in the game, and also killed some high tier units in the game.
Yep.
So congratulations to PLEB, the team from Europe,
Yep.
and continues the journey in CBL.
Yep.
They won the game at 2-1 with GNG. Yeah. So GNG has already been eliminated from the knockout stage this time.
Yeah, but they're still a strong team and really, influential house in Conqueror's Blade. So thank you for your performance, GNG, and we are really looking forward to your performance in the next time CBL. So I'm already a huge fan of GNG. So come on, guys, you guys can really do it, and we will see you in next time.
Yeah, I think the problem for GNG in this game is kind of they kind of too hesitate. They have a greater chance to
Step
take
on the
over.
final base.
But yeah, but they just stopped. Just like the very first game.
Yeah.
They are just kind of they stopped at around the point C, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
And then just like the point C and the supply point, and then they just lost the game.
Yeah.
They couldn't like win the game.
win the
Yeah,
game,
they
yeah.
could have won the game, but it's kind of
Yeah, what a pity. Just like last time when versus MGK,
Yeah.
because like both two times they have the upper hand and they could have win the game, but maybe they just been too hesitated and have some things to think about. So maybe more practice in the future. So because field battle can really determine the total result
Yeah.
of the game.
Yeah. So